Welcome to the house that Rockney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Stanford's offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He makes the connection. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense set for a first down play.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll try the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now they're going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He wants to pass it on second down. Trying to get to him. Pocket starts to collapse. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He'll call his own number. Great move there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more, but hey, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my third down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Off the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stoney? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it down the right side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know could go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Trying to barge their way in. He was fighting and driving and pushing, but he is stopped short of the end zone on fourth and goal. He'll put it down at the 2. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Bringing it back, it's Richard.
Returner brings it out to the 32. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
3:25. Freedom.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Slide 22.
Going to the draw. Makes his man miss. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Line gets set. 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Reinbold. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They stripped it out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just 1 for 3 on fourth down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Davis. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's going to pass. Makes the catch.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Notre Dame.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end... There was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him to...
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richard. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Trying to get the edge on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking for the completion. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last one. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game. And you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd down play from the gun. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line is set on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And to no one's surprise, despite not converting a 4th down in this one, they will go for it for the 7th time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Reinbold. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
Touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 31 over Indiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws to the tight end and wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off and just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals.
And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Stanford! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13. Set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, So the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back.
And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now on second down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll try to power their way ahead. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Movement here from the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes it past the marker. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Spider. Cross. Cross. There you go.
Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, getting the fumble.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 28 over Indiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive with a pass. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
At the 36. That's a first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
First down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reinbold. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. On second down, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up and see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They'll go back to the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
That's what I'm talking about. What a clutch play. You had to have a play on defense. You needed to get the ball back to your offense, forcing the interception, forcing them to throw the football late in the game. Nice job by this defense. Let's give the offense a turn.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Reinbold. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
For the offense, the throw is incomplete.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football fourth down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Trying to get the corner. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
3:25.
They'll try the outside to the left. Racing down the left side. The 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.